Hello everyone, we are back. For those of you just tuning in, you are watching the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase, an all-women in femme charity talent event running from August 21st until August 24th, benefiting CARE. The Super Showcase features a bunch of talented women sharing games they love and other gaming-adjacent showcases. Make sure to tune in throughout the week and tell your friends. Did you know that CARE invests 9 out of every $10 directly in programs? Your investment not only meets immediate needs, but goes towards lasting solutions in the 121 countries and counting that CARE operates in. For example, $18 can help a woman safely deliver their baby with critical supplies. $23 can provide medicine to treat one severely malnourished child. And $37 can provide a family of 5 with hygiene supplies that will cover their basic needs for one entire month. To learn more, visit care.org. If you donate, don't forget to assign your donations to incentives. We have the Select Where We Start Bid War incentive, and we also have the Randomized Bosses incentive. The Randomized Bosses incentive is at $45 out of $200, and that is going to be for Time Spinner later on tonight. And it looks like we've got $30 towards the poll at the moment, so keep assigning that. Bright Pink is in the lead with $20, Dark Blue is in second with $10, and Black is at 0. So we could very easily change up that bid war. But it looks like we're ready. We saw a genetically modified raptor just a little bit ago, but now I present to you talking special agent guinea pigs. Up next, we have Ad129 bringing us along for the ride that is G-Force, any percent. Guinea up, little piggy. Guinea up, little piggy.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, I am Ad129, and yes, this is G-Force. We'll get into what this game is if you do not know what G-Force is, but I would like to introduce my commentary buddy, Char. How are you today?
I am doing great. This game is so just cute and adorable and also action-packed, and I'm really excited for it.
Yes. Alright, so time doesn't immediately start, so I'm just gonna click this. I'll do a countdown. So basically what G-Force is, it's this movie that came out back in 2009 from Disney, and so there's a video game version, which is what we're running today, and so that's what we're going to be seeing for the next hour, and time will start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, so yep, as you can see, there's already a lot of interesting movement. Here's our first real movement trick. We have a jetpack here that we can use to boost, and we can use that to our advantage by boosting off of a kind of like edge, and what that can allows us to do is we maintain that speed, and if we do a jetpack jump and a boost, we'll actually end up maintaining that speed. So we'll be doing a lot of those to like get past a lot of like very precise jumps, because if you couldn't tell, I'm a guinea pig. And these doors are big, and so that means that everything else in this game is going to be very much big to us, and so it's a very interesting perspective. Alright, so I just killed a lot of time because this first level is training. This is basically where we learn how to just play the game normally, and so not much to really talk about. But now we're going to be going into our first level and our first chapter. So this game is broken up into multiple chapters. We're in chapter 1, which is the countdown. Basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to break into Saber or Leonard Saber's mansion, which basically owns a appliance company of just every single appliance you can think of. And something weird is going on, and so we're basically going to try to see what is happening. Normally we would have to climb and do some very like weird movement on top of that balcony, but we're actually going to be doing our first glitch of the run. So this glitch, this is the really precise one. Just give me 1 second. There we go. We clip and bounce. That one is the first we do, and it's the hardest one. This one coming up is actually really easy. These are called pipe out of bounds. The way they work is with any pipe in the game, we can backflip onto them with either our just regular control or our gun, and we can basically just clip out of bounds through there. And so that's our main glitch of the run, and that's how we mainly will be going out of bounds. However, we'll have other methods of going out of bounds, which we'll get into. But we have our sidekick here, Moosh, who's a fly who will help us get through specific things such as like fans, pressing switches that we cannot reach ourselves as Darwin. So yeah. So like a really useful thing Moosh can do right here is just turn off that camera, which allows us to go into here, go through vents to also hit a switch, because Moosh has a laser that activates those switches. So yep. And then now here, we're basically going to be getting a key card from where Leonard Saver is. Obviously, if we go in there as Darwin, Leonard will know, will like notice something and is going to oh wow, this fan is really giving me trouble. So we need to get this key card to activate this computer that we're currently in right now. So Moosh has this magnetic like attach thing, so like we're able to grab key cards and all sorts of things. So yeah, and then a thing that the game also mentioned is that Moosh can actually go in slow motion, which is how we get through those fans. So Moosh is very useful in this game. But yep, here it's just a cutscene. So yeah, basically there are multiple versions of this game. We'll get into all the versions much later in a different level, but I'm running on the PC version for a multitude of reasons. One is because of performance. This game did come out in 2009, however, the PC version holds up really well to like modern computers, and so if you couldn't tell, I'm currently running at 60 FPS, which is what my counter at the top says. We'll get into the counter later as well. But you can also see how it's very much like it looks really like high quality, which is very impressive for a game from 2009. So yeah, now since we activated the appliances, we are now going to have to deal with fighting. So the first two enemies that we get introduced to are those food processors and the little mouses. Both are annoying, but the food processors specifically are annoying because those food processors have three different types. The one that we saw in that room was a poison one, which is honestly not that bad, but there are two others, the oil and glue, which can make things really annoying. We'll get into those two when we come see them later. So yeah, so now we realize that we're currently in a very dangerous situation. There are quite literally appliances trying to just kill us, and so we're trying to escape the mansion as fast as possible while we try to find a way to stop this. So yeah.
I love that the plot of this is like the appliances all have communication devices, and just how prevalent smart technology has gotten since 2009 makes this plot still incredibly relevant. Like, I want you to look around you right now to find the closest smart device, and donate to tell us like if you would survive if it attacked you. Like, if my fridge attacked me, I don't think I win that fight. If my phone attacked me, I think I'm good. Like, if you had an IoT hair like trimmer though, like that'd be kind of scary. Or like a blender, right? As this one will show us.
Yeah.
Also, this waffle iron has teeth. Why would they build it with that? Like,
yeah.
who pre-built teeth into your waffle iron? Please don't do that.
Yeah, this is, yeah, I don't know what Leonard Saver was thinking when making a waffle iron like this. Alright, this next glitch we're doing right here, it's just called the box out of bounds. Basically, we use that collision from that box to just push us out of bounds. And so, we use it right there to skip this level. It unloads everything in this area, including doors and the final area. And so we're able to just skip that level. That saves 2 minutes, by the way. Because that entire level is just cutscenes after that point. Alright.
I also love Darwin's tactical role. It's just so good.
Yes. Alright, here is the introduction to vending machines, or kiosks. These are very important for this run, for the reason of if you notice my ammo count currently, we're currently at 30. When we get into later parts of the game, we're gonna be dealing with a lot of enemies that you have to like deal a lot more damage to. Okay, that's never happened. Where's the cutscene? Oh, okay. The cutscene didn't want to play for a bit. Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, that's a Marathon Classic thing to have happen, right? So.
Yeah. Alright. Here we're doing a trick where we enter this room at the highest point to get up here. Oop, there we go. This is really hard. This was discovered around February of this year. And it's very much precise, but it skips a lot of things you do in this level. So basically what happens is we get hooked on there, we are able to get our jetpack again, clip out of bounds here, and then just maneuver just like that. And then we're able to skip a lot of cutscenes and enemy fights with that, and we're just able to go into this area, which we would normally do before that glitch was discovered, to get to the end of the level right here. Again, walls are very much a suggestion in this game. Awesome. Here's our first real, like, enemy rush, I would say, of enemies that we skipped their introductions for. So I just killed the computer fans, which are basically kind of like things that like intentionally try to slow you down until they come out of this main computer or personal computer. And then also we killed them as the first thing because they're very annoying. We'll see them in the next level as well. But the alarm clocks, or no, radio. We don't actually see alarm clocks for later, till later in the run. So yeah. Here
I'm all the appliances. Alarm clocks are just inherently evil, so that makes sense.
Awesome. Here is our first golden data disk. We don't use any of them except for one later on. They're just they're basically upgrades to or they're new guns that you can unlock. So the one that I just got is a cluster rifle, which shoots much faster but deals less damage. It loses more time to get that than anything, so that's why we don't buy any of the new guns. But yeah, this next glitch coming up, oop, don't need to save yet, is a very difficult trick. I think if I remember, this is probably up to the point that you have not watched Char, so this is going to be probably new to you. So
I'm allowed to watch more than 10 minutes of the run. I did go watch the entire movie though, and I actually would really recommend it. It was $4 to rent it on YouTube, and absolutely worth it.
Yes. Alright. So here, I'm trying to do an out of bounds here. You may notice that my FPS counter just went to 20. The reason for that is the lower your FPS is in this game, the more easy you get pushed out of bounds, either fully or semi. So here we need to do like a semi out of bounds to get mooshed out of bounds entirely, to kind of do a specific thing here. And so I'm using an FPS counter because an FPS or a FPS limiter that allows us to basically just do it whenever we need to and then go back to our normal FPS when needed to. So doing the FPS limiter saves a lot more time when doing it. So alright, so that was the first part of the glitch. We killed that satellite. That satellite basically restricts access to the level that's coming up that would not normally come up. Basically, this level is structured where after we kill these enemies, we unlock a gun called Saberlizer. We would go up there, do a completely separate level. After that level, we come back here and then just go to the next section. The key thing that I just mentioned is that this is a reuse level, which means that we can actually just go straight to the like, we can skip that middle level and just go straight to the like level that we need to get to anyways. So it's very useful. And so here, this is the part that's going to be really hard. It's a very precise jump. And so once we get out of bounds here, I'm going to need some focus time just to get this jump. So here we clip out of bounds. I'm going to line up so I don't fall out of bounds. Oh, that's not good. Okay. That's weird. That does happen sometimes. Okay, we got to reload the entire level. That's so unfortunate. sometimes that text box just overloads it, like on top of the Saberlizer text, which means you just gotta completely reset the level. That is very unfortunate that that decided to happen, but that means we get to watch this whole cool sequence again.
Plus, we got introduced to Blaster, who's the second of the guinea pigs in this
Yes.
crew. We didn't even get to talk about him. According to the official video description on YouTube, he is a weapons expert with attitude to spare, which is honestly pretty accurate. Dude just wants to blow stuff up and drive fast. He does that a lot. So he's pretty fun.
Yeah. All right.
Darwin, for comparison, is described as a loyal team leader. So you can tell he's kind of the more straight-focused one, got the mission in mind, not going off the rails too much, but the job is getting done and Darwin is in charge. I'm like honestly a fan of these guinea pigs right now.
Yes. All right. So.
Now be time to hop in with the guinea pig fact.
Yes, I was about to say this is a great time while we get back to the segment we were just in.
Awesome. So I was doing a little bit of research on guinea pigs earlier, and I found out that guinea pigs were originally domesticated in 5000 BC in
Really?
South America. Now, I will say it unfortunately was as a food source. Sorry, guinea pigs.
That's good.
But that's pretty incredible when you think about it. And if anybody else has guinea pig facts, please donate and tell me your guinea pig facts. I want to know more. I need to know more about these weird little creatures.
Please do. When I was
Yes.
preparing for this, I realized I didn't even know how to spell guinea pig, so I'm trying to learn a lot. So please help me out.
Yeah. All right, I'm standing here just because I don't want to activate that text again, just for safety, obviously. So I'm just gonna wait here until we get this text from the game itself. And then once it lets me once it zooms in onto this fan is when I'll move on. There we go. So now we have Saberlizer unlocked, which means if that text box decides to come up again, we don't have to worry about that after that point. Saberlizer is very much important in this run, at least for right now. We're currently trying to find glitches to completely eliminate the use of the Saberlizer. But for now, there are multiple instances in the future part of the run where we still need it, unfortunately. It's alright. So yeah, here we're going to be out of bounds going to this section. This is also the really precise section, which is not good. This run is very much volatile, which is fun, but also kind of concerning sometimes. But thankfully, the hardest stuff is in the first, 30 minutes. Alright. So here's the focus. We're going to wait for this elevator to get around down there. And then I'm going to do a trick called edge jumping. I've been doing it already, but this is the hardest one because you cannot see where this edge is. So I'm going to focus. Okay. Okay, I clipped in bounds. That's okay. That means we got it. So that's the hardest part complete. Okay.
Oh, okay, I was holding my breath.
Yeah.
I needed to breathe though, so I'm glad it didn't take too long.
Yeah. The fastest way to do it is you still maintain out of bounds and skip doing this section, but you know what? For a marathon, getting it in general I'll take it. It's very much a reset heavy glitch sometimes. Alright.
Slow-mo ninja fly.
Yes. Alright. Awesome. So now we're going to be heading to the computer core. This is personally my favorite level, just because there's so many cool different routing options for this level. Oh, I need this CD right here. There we go. All right. Yeah, here's the computer core entrance. The route I'm going to be doing is we skip the entire story of it. But yeah, in serious, this level is has had quite the progression in terms of just how we've routed it. Normally you would have to go into these different corridors to hack into those computers, but the way it's been routed is we just end up skipping those because there's actually a really convenient box over here that we're able to just do an out of bounds with right here. Just like that.
Nice. I love when the level's just here's a good box.
Yeah, awesome. And then maintain Moosh out of bounds for the reason of there are two satellites here that are blocking these two other satellites. So we go out of bounds just so we can just turn that satellite off, and then we have enough time to go here, destroy this one, hit that one once, so we can load this boss fight, quote unquote boss fight. This is a torch. That's what the game calls it. It's a flashlight basically. So the satellites will protect the torch, and so I intentionally kill one of those satellites and then leave one at 1 health for the reason of if you actually kill both of them, it still gives it a shield and you just soft lock the level. So you just gotta leave one alive. But yeah, awesome. So yeah, that is the end of the first chapter. So now we're gonna be going into the hardest level of the run after this section. And I'll get into why that's hard when we get to that level. But for now, enjoy some driving. This is a great time for anything to like talk about because this is just an auto scroller.
For you. You don't have to lose these since he lost in the abyss of the mute button. Mute buttons can be so finicky sometimes.
I did, yeah. That mute button, you know?
No, I do that like at my actual job that pays me lots of money to do that like multiple times a day. It's fine.
Thank you for mentioning that. But I'm back, and I do have something to talk about. It's called merch.
Ooh,
For limited time only, you can purchase exclusive Lady Arcaders Super Showcase merch. Choose from stylish t-shirts or tank tops, showcasing the new retro-inspired cartridge design and song. Plus, don't miss out on the limited edition poster, notebooks, and stickers featuring our event trio, Stripe, Rich, and Kate. If you want to top off your look, grab one of our 2 newly designed scrunchies. A portion of the purchase price from each item sold in the last 2025 collection will go directly to supporting CARE's vital work. You can check out the entire collection at lby.gg/shop, or you can type !merch in chat. And I can tell you, I will be purchasing so much merch, and please send help.
The problem is I'm in the same boat. We have notebooks now. It's so cool. I'm really excited. Last was such a fun event. I'm glad it keeps coming back every year. I'm really excited about it. I'm watching.
Not agree more.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, it's a game based on a movie from 2009. Of course, we have to have like a racing section. That's just I think a requirement from video games of that era.
Yeah.
And didn't the game launch alongside the movie?
Yes, actually. I was doing some research today. I actually do not know exactly when this game came out. So I learned today that the movie came out July 19th of 2009, and all the other versions of this game came out 2 days afterwards.
All the other versions. How many versions of this game are there?
I can't, there's a couple versions. There's there's an Xbox 360 version. There's a PlayStation 2 version. Obviously the PC version we're running. There's a PlayStation Portable version. Nintendo Wii. Nintendo DS.
Okay.
I believe
Both
that's
of
everything.
those.
Yeah.
That's at least 6, which is
Just a
quite
couple.
few.
Just a couple
Just a
versions.
few.
And in the movie, obviously.
Obviously. Oh, we're rejoining with the team. Oh, also this means we see all 4 of them, which is
Yes.
great. So we've met already Darwin, who's our main character, Blaster, who likes to blow stuff up, Horace, who is the best one. She's described as a drop-dead gorgeous martial arts diva, and she's absolutely stunning. Run circles around everyone else. And then Hurley, who is literally just described as tag-along. Like, basically the description is like, and he's also there. It's great. I
Yeah.
also need to shout out Horace because she is my favorite line in the entire movie, which is, men are like government bonds, they take too long to mature. Which is so fun. I literally wrote it down so I could share it with all of you today.
I love that.
She's amazing. Kind of an icon.
Yep. Awesome. So now we're in it says chapter 3. I consider this chapter 2. We're inside the production facility where all the appliances are made. This is the hardest chapter in the run. There are so many different glitches that are just either volatile, which is this one coming up, or just in general, it doesn't want to work. It just decides when it wants to. But we'll get into that. So this trick that we're about to do, it's multi-parts. There's so many parts to this that make it work. So this first part that we're going to be setting up is a known glitch called slow motion. This glitch basically uses, if you've been noticing the introductions of the appliances, it has this like little slow motion effect. And so I do this weird setup to like kind of, oh, gotta reset the level. So there basically are, you have to kind of die at the same time as when the slow motion is in effect. And so this basically will allow us to maintain the slow motion. You'll see it once I get it. This one specifically that we're doing in this level, just getting it like at all is really difficult. The setup is very much non-consistent, and so there are multiple outcomes to what you get. You either just straight up die, which is the ideal type of failing it, or you just go too close to the enemy activation and you don't die, and you have to reset the level because you have to have that cutscenes not activated until you die. So this is the first part of this glitch coming up. So I'll hopefully be getting it very soon. Yeah, that's the outcome that normally happens. This is also a good time to mention that we're currently running on easy mode. I have 11 lives, and so it gives us a lot of wiggle room in terms of just what we're able to like do in terms of deaths. So I'll be running at like good promotion time. Also, that's what it is, by the way. That enemy despawns. I'm now dying in slow motion. I guess we'll save the promotion for later. So yeah, now.
It's so sad. I hadn't seen the death animation before. They like really went for it.
Yep. And so, you may notice the game is now in slow, like it's completely slowed down. However, my jetpack time is actually like pretty much the same or like a little bit like longer. But we still go the same speed. So that actually allows us to completely skip this entire level. This allows us to reach lengths that are just like normally too like very much impossible to reach. But here, if we go out of bounds, I do this specific setup just to like guarantee that I make it here. Basically, it's loading so many areas at once. Oh my gosh, there we go. I'm gonna line up here, and then once here, I'm gonna fall down. There is collision right here for some reason, and then we're gonna fly all the way over here. There's this like second to last area of the level. Of intermediate strat that you can do is you can actually get the checkpoint here and then reload the level, and that removes your slow motion. That's what I used to do, but I have been getting this consistently, and so this final part is really difficult. I'll need some focus time to like do my counts, but basically this will allow us to get to the final area, so I'm gonna focus right here. Looks like we got it. Yes, let's go. That is all right. So this is the final platform for this level. The way this level ends normally is you have to activate that switch right there. And so this area, this door would open after you activate some monorails, which is what we saw earlier. However, this is still accessible, and so doing this slow motion to get here actually just skips that entire level. This level, either in 100% and glitchless, is around 10 to 12 minutes. We just completed it in 5. So, massive time save. I'm so happy I got that. Yes. So, I was really stressed about that one particularly because this one is very much like you have to spend a lot of time practicing it, and then only as of like 2 weeks ago I finally started getting it consistently. Like, again, I was able to do it like when I ran the game more back then, but then when I came back to de-resting the game, I was able to get it consistent again. I'm like, yes, I can do it in the marathon.
It's always fun to show off the cool stuff.
Yeah. Also, that it decides to load. Okay, weird. That was weird, but I got it. We did another out of bounds there with our FPS. We had to land on a really precise part of that out of bounds, as you saw there. Thankfully, I got it. That one normally is a really hard one. Basically, what that allows us to do is, since we technically didn't enter this area correctly, the final area to complete the level is actually unloaded, like this door, so we're just able to just completely skip this level. That saves around 3 minutes. So, there is a consequence to skipping that level. Actually, 2 consequences. One, we do not get to see Hurley. Hurley is in that level. We do not get to see him, sadly. Another consequence is Hurley would give us a useful kind of gadget called the grapple. And the grapple basically allows us to like get over really kind of impossible gaps. And so the solution that we have to do is now we have to do some really precise platforming. So this is going to be a perfect example of what I mean here. So there's oil on the floor right here. These fire extinguishers light it on fire. So this fire actually will kill us instantly. And so here we have to do some precise platforming. You have to get up here, get up to this platform here, just like that, fall down, and then this boost right here is just barely enough to reach the fire here. And so we have to go into this area, and then now I get to deal with the fire extinguisher trying to hit me. And then, yeah, just like that.
I'm still stuck on the fire extinguisher set it on fire. I'm still processing that statement. It's just not quite makes sense, but I'm taking your word for it.
Yep. Alright, here are, in my opinion, the most annoying enemies. These are the CD players. They are very much a complete melee enemy, and they deal a lot of damage. And they require 5 hits of damage with our gun. So, this is a great time to mention, this is why we grabbed those CDs in the first place. There are upgrades that we can get to our ammo capacity, and so just buying one will immediately refill to whatever you had plus an extra 10. And so we route those in very like intelligently, since like we often just run out of ammo. And so yeah, and so now here we're just fighting these enemies. They're very much defensive a lot, and so they avoid my attacks. Nice. There we
I
go.
also just want to let any of our younger viewers know, before like Spotify and other like streaming services, we did have to fight those things to listen to our music. That's just how it was back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
I can confirm that, yeah.
Thank you. If you want to hear Taylor Swift's new album, you better be ready to box the thing.
Awesome. Alright, so now we're up here. And so now we get introduced to power cores. Power cores are like just batteries. And so there are 3 in this area that we have to put power cores in. And so there are 2 outside, and then once you put in the first, the 2 from outside, there's 1 that you have to put inside. However, the game developers didn't really consider that we have a thing to like attract different things. And so if I do this correctly, what we're able to do is we're able to just duplicate the battery. It's decently precise. That should work. There we go. There we go. The cutscene loads of it being complete. So then we just don't have to go in there ever. So yep, that is the end of this level. And now we're going to be going into my very favorite level. You can tell I'm very excited for this level. This glitch coming up in this level that's coming up basically is very much inconsistent. No one in the community knows how to make it work consistently. So we're just gonna really hope we get it very soon. So
Yeah, cross your fingers, knock on your wood, like everything. Luck is needed. Cheer us on. We'll cheer you on. I don't have to do anything. I'm part of the cheer squad.
so yeah, here that waffle iron completely trolled us, and now we're gonna be going into a mysterious place. So now we're in this area, machine processing. Basically, this whole level is a massive donut that spins around, with the final level being in like in one very specific area. And so you got to be really kind of careful with what we do here, because there are a lot of things that can't, like the floor will kill us if we fall down here. There are invisible walls that will just like knock you out. So yeah, here's the trick. Close. I was very close. It didn't knock me out, but yeah. So something like that is what normally happens. You just die and you have to restart this whole beginning cutscene. This is why this level is absolutely my favorite.
Just the best.
Yes.
But I don't think people have a moment to like maybe go donate. I've been saying in
Yes.
chat that maybe donations are good luck for some of these tricks, so just saying that that could be pretty cool.
I believe Chad is right, and if you're looking to make a direct contribution to CARE, type !donate in chat to get the link to our Tiltify page. You can also scan the QR code on screen with your phone for quick and easy access to the link. While you're there, be sure to assign your donation to one of the two exciting incentives we have, or actually do both. Make your money worth double. It's a great way to add some extra fun to the marathon, all while supporting a good cause. Get those donations in. We need the luck.
Yes, we need donations. We need the luck. Especially with the sections coming up. Alright.
And we need the boss randomizer. Just throwing that out there too.
That too, yes.
Yes, we are at 55 out of 200 on our way to the boss randomizer.
Ooh, come on, chat. You can make that happen.
There we go. Nice. So yeah, this is the end of the level. I'll take a... Was that like 4th try or something? I'll take it. Again, very much a not fun trick.
We'll have to ask earlier. I know they were doing a lot of math earlier on stream, so we can get some help from the chat.
Awesome. Here we go. So now we're in my favorite, like genuinely this is my favorite level. This level is has one of the largest skips in the game, and it's not even like a difficult trick. It's the easiest trick in like the game. So we just do this little introduction area, just get up here. And normally what you would have to do is there are multiple phases that we have to shut down to like that are like in the process of making microchips, which is like the currency of the game. However, this room that we just passed is actually part of phase 3. And so if we clip out of bounds here, land on this precise part of the door, kind of do something like that. I do a boost. We clip out of bounds. This is the end of the level. This is phase 4. The door's not loaded. The loading zone is.
You are not kidding me. You're just like, there are so many tricks in this game. There's so much skipping. It's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to say that while guinea pigs were domesticated, you know, at 5000 BC, all that time ago, this run is pretty wild.
Yeah.
It took a little setup, but we got there.
Yeah.
No,
You got
still
it.
need your guinea pig facts. I have learned exactly one guinea pig fact, and I would really like to learn more about them. I know about bunnies. I do not know about guinea pigs. My knowledge is lacking in those departments.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I do have one more that I'm willing to give, but the rest you're gonna have to donate and tell us your own guinea pig facts.
Yes.
So, they had unique sleeping habits. So guinea pigs sleep with their eyes open and have irregular sleep patterns, just like gamers. Staying awake for up to 20 hours a day.
Wow. I'm like, man, I wish I could stay up for 20 hours. I'd be so productive, but let's be real, I wouldn't be. I'd be playing the same 2 games on my phone and putting off everything else, just like I do normally.
Yeah. That's so real. Alright. Yeah, so this trick is one of the most recent glitches we have discovered. This was discovered in March. Basically, what we're able to do is if we kind of like do the precise movement to get up here and then line ourselves up, the ceiling doesn't exist. And what that allows us to do is we get into this area, and this is actually the last segment of the level. This level is broken down into 3 segments. Turbine 1, 2, and 3. We completely skipped Turbine 1 and 2. And this is the actual area to like get to Turbine 3. So we went a little bit
to a trend of 3 things and we don't do them.
Yeah. What I basically did is, since we technically entered that in the incorrect way, we had to go to a different, basically where the Turbine 2 area was, to load in the next area. There's a lot of different things we have to like plan for when like routing this game, because there's like, oh, you can do this very cool out of bounds that does save time in a sense, but oh, this one thing is not loaded, so it actually does not work, unfortunately. So it's very fun to route stuff like that, because you have to really think outside the box of like, oh, what can make this work? Alright. Also, that was our introduction to the alarm clocks. Those are the most dangerous enemies in the game, because they are explosives, and if you do end up like if you're near one when it explodes, it deals basically all your damage. At least with the health upgrade that I have right now. So it's very useful in certain situations, but in general, just try to avoid them. So yeah. Alright. Here we put in this power core for this turbine, activated, and then now, technically, we activated all the turbines. Technically.
We totally did. Everyone saw it, right?
Yeah,
Chat,
exactly.
You saw that. We activated all of them.
Yeah. So now we have to, destroy these cooling whatever the heck they're called. Again, lore. So we're just gonna do a Death Warp here with this CD player.
CD player.
There we go. The coffee machine is so close to me. Okay, I've never seen him go that close. He's usually around like there where I am. Alright. So yeah, cooling towers. We're gonna totally do that right now. It did not let me land. Okay. Gonna have to just do that again. Okay.
We could do that. Also, selling point for the movie, coffee machine is a major plot point. How many movies can you say a coffee machine is just a very significant plot point? Not many. You should watch G-Force tonight after the event finishes, or after the event finishes later this weekend. Like, it's just a good option.
It is a very good movie. I will tell you this. Like, it's a watch, and it's definitely worth it. Also, cooling towers. Nah, we don't need to do them. Just unloaded the door.
Good. Fine.
All right.
Cooler than cooling towers.
What's up?
Time to get this thing
Donating to Gamer.
Yes.
Ooh.
And I want to point out that No Wrong Left is the next showcase. So that bid war for selecting the thread color is going to close at the beginning of that run, or at the beginning of that showcase, rather. So please get your donations in. Select that thread color. We want to know where to start, because we're not going to make a decision. So
No, of course not. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to talk about guinea pigs.
exactly.
Well, speaking of guinea pig, while we're in this auto scroller, I do have actually Darwin right here, as
so
a
cute.
featured member. Yes, they did make official plushes of the characters from the movie, and so I own the Darwin plush. If you saw me around at SGDQ this year, you definitely know about Darwin, because I had Darwin near me every single second. So yeah. Yeah, so the... Sorry?
Like, in the car, I'm trying to figure out if there are actually 2 hamsters, which they're supposed to be based on the cutscene, or if there's only... Or sorry, not hamsters, guinea pigs. If there's only 1 guinea pig left by the time the gameplay starts. Like, it kind of looks Like he's in a cutscene there too, right?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like he just ditched the other one and like catch up on foot, and then just start rolling.
Yeah. Thankfully, we don't do that. I'll say that. Okay. Lore-wise, everyone is here. There is one character who I've been not talking about, but there is a mole as well who is helping us as well. His name is Speckles, and Speckles is more of the like technical side. Oh, here's what you should do next, based on the current situation. So a lot of the like mission planning has been Speckles leading us to do something. So yeah. He's gonna be.
He's a hacker. And he's a hacker mole. Like, come on, it's pretty.
Yeah. So yeah, Speckles becomes very important at the end of the game, and we'll get into that much later. So yeah, here we're towards.
Also has the weirdest nose. Like everyone else looks pretty good, and then Speckles' nose is like a dog toy got stuck on there. It's kind of wild.
All right, we're doing a trick here where we're purposely using our FPS counter to just like maintain our speed in certain sections. Here is the most important one. Hopefully I get it. It's very precise. Okay. It's very much a non-consistent trick because there's just so much going on that trying to control it is very much not an easy thing. But yeah, this is the end of the level. We're now into my overall favorite chapter, the FBI segment. Yes, there's an FBI segment in this game. If you could not believe this game could get any wilder, this game can get wilder.
Let's go. Like, I wasn't, again, supposed to watch the rest of the speedrun just so I could react to more things live, and as soon as I saw there was an FBI section, I was so hyped. Like, yes, that's exactly what this game needed.
Yeah, so this entire game is very much not in the same plot point of the movie. I think of the movie, or I think of the game as an expansion towards what they wanted to do with the movie. Since, like, if you know the movie, I'm not going to spoil it, obviously, but we really don't get into a lot of the technical stuff that we see in the game. So the game is really explaining how we stop Saber and all them.
It's only the
So,
FBI headquarters. How hard could it be to break in?
Save the world.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if in the game it's saving the world, but like, spoilers, chat. The guinea pigs have to save the world. I know that's shocking.
Alright.
It's like Mission Impossible. Like, that's the genre of movie you're getting into. Except the character development is much smaller, but they're guinea pigs, so they're also much cuter, and so it works out really well.
Yes. Alright. I guess that alarm clock spawned in. Okay. So this trick coming up really relies on having no alarm clocks in that beginning area. Since what will end up happening is we're going to be using Mooch to get to the final area, and if one of those alarm clocks ends up hitting us with the explosion, we lose ability to move Mooch because it'll go back to Darwin. And so we just gotta completely make sure that no alarm clocks are there. So we do another one of these out of bounds with Moosh. Normally in any other level, we cannot fly to the end of the level, like the end loading zone. However, for some reason, this is the only level where you can just go to the end loading zone and it'll actually work with Moosh. So that's why we're able to just do that.
Awesome.
That skips the entrance. A lot of lore get dropped in the entrance. So there's this other character that we don't know who the identity is, but it's Yanshu. And Yanshu is the like sidekick to Saber. And Yanshu in the previous level actually turned against Saber and the FBI agents. And now we're seeing Yanshu trying to stop us. And so
the drama.
There's clearly there's not good intention with Yanshu. Alright, so this section coming up, if these razor blades want to just... Oh, they're just stuck up there, okay. Hopefully they just stay up there. Okay, this really precise jump here. Basically, we have to get as much height as possible here to reach that, like, to, like, kind of grab that. This is one of the hardest things with the new route that came out for this category. You have to basically get at the peak of that like jump with that ledge and then kind of reach it. As you can see, like I'm really close, but not enough. It's barely possible.
This is definitely a tricky trick. Also, chat, I'm still waiting for guinea pig facts. Maybe just no one knows anything about guinea pigs. So feel free to send in made-up guinea pig facts, because I won't know the difference. Like, for example, did you know guinea pigs have a secret third eye that they never open? Now you do.
There we go.
That's not made up.
Definitely not made up. Why would I go on the internet and lie?
Yeah.
I mean, I would also accept horse facts. Horse facts would be good too.
I mean, I'm partial to a bunny fact myself, you know. Or just any sort of animal fact.
Or cat facts.
Cat facts? Cat facts are classic.
Alright. No ammo. Oh, okay. There we go. There's ammo. This is another hard jump. This is quite literally another one of those like really hard levels because there's just so much that we do in like these 2 to 3 minutes that are just really difficult. Also, I just learned something new about the game. Getting a CD that is a like weapon upgrade refills your ammo at 0. I did not know that. That's actually really useful to know.
Like you're saying ammo's part of the routing puzzles. That is very useful.
Yeah. Okay, that almost did not work. I'm actually... Okay. Okay, so now here we're in this section. This is actually the next level, but a placeholder for the actual next level. There's a transition right here that goes into the level. So yep, now we're in the courtyard. And this section is very much a... you get this trick coming up, or you just... It doesn't matter. You just do the normal way. So... This glitch is, it saves around 2 minutes in this category, but the reason why it was discovered was, I thought of a challenge called Gunless, where you try to beat the entire game without using any guns, only the Saberlizer, and the Electro Whip. And so when I was like doing my first run of it, I got to this level, and I come to realize that, that enemy right there, that like flying vacuum, you can't actually kill them with anything but a gun. And so I was like, okay, what do we do? And so for 2 hours on my stream, I try to find a skip to like skip that fight. And I clipped out of bounds randomly, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's possible. We just need to find a consistent way. And then not even like 2 hours after I posted like what I found, we found a way to do it. And so I was like, we finally can do it. So I'm gonna spend like probably like 20 seconds on trying to get it. If I don't get it, obviously I'm not gonna do it, because if it were gunless, I would obviously do it, but it doesn't really matter in this category. Basically what we have to do is we have to like look at a very specific part of this area with our FPS really low, and it'll eventually push us outwards. So as you can see, like it's trying to push me. It's very much a weird glitch.
See another color coming onto screen. It's working, doing its best.
Yep. Come on.
The thing with some of these tricks is there's so much tension waiting to see if it'll work. You never know. Sometimes the game is just like, I don't feel like it today. And it's like, alright then. Well.
That it is very typical with speedrunning this game. There are, like, as you saw with the earlier segments, a lot of the glitches are like, oh, I'm just not gonna work today. It's okay. We love this game.
What the heck are these things?
So, oh yeah, we didn't introduce those. Those are irons, so like, you know, iron out your clothes.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll see them in the next level, with a much prominent role in trying to kill us. Basically, they have this like very much like auto detecting where you are attack that are like fireballs, and so they're very much not fun to deal with in certain situations, but thankfully we skip those bad situations a lot. So yeah, and this is a good time to mention this mechanic. If you shoot down those lamps, those are lamps, by the way. I know you probably couldn't tell, those are lamps. They carry enemies and they drop them on you. If you shoot them at least 2 to 3 times, whatever enemy they're holding, no matter the health, and we'll see what this one coming up, which is a coffee, which is the most health an enemy has. If you shoot them down mid-air, it will actually just kill the enemy instantly. So that's why we kind of like just do that. But yeah, that is the end of this little enemy rush. I maintained 4 ammo somehow. I usually get a refill. So yeah, now we're into, I call this side B of the FBI segment, since we technically cross a big courtyard. Basically, we're in the computer lab and cybercrime area, and so now we have to just find Saber as fast as possible for whatever Yanshu has planned to like stop what Saber is doing. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't activate that. Okay, perfect. So yeah, this level is very much a massive auto scroller. So if we have any donations, if we have anything to talk about, now is the perfect time because this is 7 minutes long.
Okay, well, I'm still waiting on those facts about horses or bunnies or cats or guinea pigs. Heck, even flies. Let's get some facts.
Yes.
Some donos. But in the meantime, I do want to tell you all about Attract Mode. Lady Arcaders is all about celebrating women in gaming with events and showcases all year long. One of our main series is Attract Mode, where you will find incredible ladies sharing their passion from gaming to cooking to crafting and more. Attract Mode runs every Thursday at 9 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you've got a cool game or segment idea, you too can be featured on Attract Mode. Submissions are always open, so head on over to ladyarcaders.com/start or type !AM in chat for more. We want to see your showcases.
Yeah, we do. I've gotten to do comms and hosting for showcases. Dawn showcase, they're all really fun.
Yeah.
Like, turns out games are good. Things related to games are good, and it's just kind of fun to like hang out with friends and watch cool stuff happen.
Yes.
Like we're doing now. Look at this. Isn't this lovely?
We love Attract Mode. Alright. So, trying to get through this segment. This is definitely the most like unhinged segment because there's just so many enemies trying to kill you while trying to do one specific task, which is unfreezing this and putting the keycard in to open this door. Thankfully, the enemies decided to play nice today. Usually, those enemies just decide to just bully you, and so I'm happy that they decided to just not do that too much. All right, so now, yeah. All right, this next segment can be a little rough sometimes, but we're basically going to clip out of bounds to skip a keycard segment. That will also unload a couple things. Normally we would have a grapple before we discovered the grapple skip. However, we have to do some movement here where we have to go up here and basically get to the like ceiling area. I run 100%, so this movement is very much familiar to me. So yeah, actually I'm gonna, since we're pretty low on ammo, I'm just gonna grab that. Just a quick little 5. Alright, so we're gonna go into this like hologram area, lower FPS, just like that. Nice, very quick clip, and then we land into this area. The gun did not activate. Good. Alright, and then those are red computer chips. If you touch them, they explode. Don't want that to happen, and so they can't actually go through that door. So we don't have to worry about them after that point.
I keep side-eyeing my computer. I can't talk. Side-eyeing my computer every time they show up on screen. Like, computer, you better not pull that. Like, I know you're watching this too, but I don't want you to take any cues from this.
I have exciting news if you all want to hear guinea pig fat. Okay, awesome. So I have a $10 donation from Pumpkin Spice. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
guinea pig's back. Squeaking, aka squeak noises, squeak, are not how they talk to each other and are exclusively used for humans.
Fascinating.
And that went toward the black thread for Select Where We Start across this showcase. So thank you so much for that, Pumpkin.
Sorry.
And, keep those facts coming. I want to know more. I want to know more.
Yeah. So a really funny thing happened. So normally we would def warp here to skip this cutscene. I died like less than a second, and then it reloaded and loaded that cutscene. So I was very close on that cutscene skip.
So close.
But yeah,
Thanks again for the donation and the guinea pig facts.
yes.
I don't know if it's real or not. I know cats do that, but like I think it's adorable to think that the guinea pig wants to talk to me. I like that, and so I'm gonna believe that it's true. Just not a great way to like evaluate facts, but you know, when it comes to guinea pigs, I think I'm okay.
Yeah. All right, that was the end of the cybercrimes level. Thankfully, it's a long segment that can easily go wrong because of enemies. All right, so now we're into this level. I'm gonna do the safe strat here. This is armory. This is where we're gonna get our first ever golden disc purchase. So we have to do this movement out of bounds. This wall doesn't exist because that area is technically not part of the level. We clip out of bounds inbounds here to go to this area. This is halfway through the level. We gotta activate this. Just like that. That's our flamethrower. You may notice that there is ice everywhere now. And so we now have the flamethrower to melt all that ice. And so now what we do, if we did this correct, we def warp. And this will put us at the beginning of the level, which is where we need to be next. Perfect.
So I will say it does look like that guinea pig fact was indeed true.
Yay!
I guess that they've been domesticated since 5000 BC. Like, they had plenty of time to figure this out.
Very true.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I hope we get more facts. I want to learn more.
Awesome. So now, finally, we're probably like an hour into the run. We finally have something in our third gadget spot. We have finally occupied that spot with the flamethrower. Alright. So now...
I'll be honest, I would not trust a guinea pig with the flamethrower, but Darwin's pretty cool, so hopefully can handle it.
All iced up.
Awesome. So now here we're going to be basically going to the top of the not the entire like roof, but we're basically going to be going to as the game said, Saber's elevator to basically tell him to just not go to the roof because it's going to be bad. So
Bad isn't good, so that's important.
but you may notice there's someone who sounds like us talking like me. So I'm like, oh, that's not good. I'm gonna let this cutscene play out.
Mr. Saber, can you hear me? You must head to the ground. Mr. Saber, don't listen to that imposter's voice above you. Get to the roof as fast as you can. No, Mr. Saber, trust me. That's Yanshu speaking. You must get to the ground floor. That's a trap, Mr. Saber. Don't listen to him. A chopper is flying to the roof now. There is no chopper. Mr. Saber, don't do it!
Enough! I'm heading to the roof. Now! Tell the chopper I'm coming.
So that's not good.
No, that's so dramatic. How would you know which guinea pig is the real one in that case?
Alright, so since the Saber just got led to a trap, basically, it is now up to us to save him. So what I'm going to be doing here, oh, actually that's enough for what I need. We're going to be doing a 5-minute long enemy rush. And I mean enemy rush. There are going to be multiple enemies in this segment coming up. So there are multiple phases to this, thankfully. So this first phase is very easy. There is an ice cooler right here, or like soda machine, that's what they're actually called. We just shoot them down and then just kill them. That's the first thing we do before we deal with that waffle irons over there. And then, very useful thing that we now have is the flamethrower, which also deals damage. And so we have limited amounts of the flamethrower ammo, and so I use it very sparingly for now. It becomes more useful in the later phases with like when we start to run out of actual plasma gun ammo.
I can't decide if all the waffle irons are making me hungry for waffles, or the fact that they all have teeth that could like eat my skin off makes me not hungry whatsoever. We'll see where things end up later tonight. I don't have a waffle iron actually. I can't make waffles. Why am I trying to figure this out?
Yes! Okay, oh, hold on, I gotta lock in.
Oh, alright, you got this.
Yes! Got it! Okay, that is double computer kill. That is a really hard thing to do, because for that first one, you notice that there was a cutscene that played. And so, killing that first computer that spawned is very much a very precise thing to do. I think I was the first person to perform it, and then we eventually found strats to make it more consistent. And so I'm really happy I got it. I have not gotten that since I came back. So I'm really happy I got that.
That's awesome! GG, that feels great.
So
we're
really,
not kidding about the waves of enemies. God.
yeah, there's still so many enemies we have to deal with. This is the second to last phase though. Killing the computers are a very long thing to do, and so the fact that we got the double kill is very much a big time save. Alright. It's great that for this phase, it's the second to last one, because they paired quite literally some of the most annoying enemies. Random mice coming down, what are they called? The radio clocks, and then the headphones, just trying to like completely make it not fun to deal with. Alright. Here we have microwaves. The way you kill these guys is they will put a microchip inside of like the microwave to like heat them up, which creates an explosive. And what they'll end up doing, also, this is a funny side effect of the computer glitch. This lamp is just stuck. Yeah, you just throw one of the explosives inside of them and they explode. But yep, that is the end of the FBI segment. And then here we save Saber, and he will tell us how to stop Saber Sense.
You're safe now. Tell me, how do we stop Saber Sense?
This isn't Saber Sense.
So at
Yeah.
one point Saber started, or like, believing that these guinea pigs could talk to him, and that this wasn't a figment of his imagination.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, at this point, Saber does not know, like, that, who's talking to him right now. So,
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. 'Cause
Yeah.
He looks relatively unconcerned about some of this.
Don't worry. You just wait there. Agents are on
awesome.
their way.
So now we are on the final chapter of the game, the satellite chapter. This is quite literally, there are some points that are easy, but there are some points that are gonna be very difficult, and so I'm kind of, we're almost done. 12 more minutes, basically.
You got it.
We got this. We got this. We got this.
That means we don't have a lot of time for more donations, though.
Exactly.
Like, we got these incentives to meet. We got a bid war going on. Like, chat, you got to get your donations in right now, or I'll never learn more about guinea pigs in my entire life, and that's going to be tragic.
Exactly. We have 12 minutes to get in those fun guinea pig facts, or just in general any animal facts. Honestly.
I can give you some care facts if you would like.
Ooh,
Of course,
that
of
sounds
course.
good.
Awesome. Well, more than 90% of their expenses go directly to work that saves and transforms lives. Your donation does more when you give to care. And 96% of care staff live in the countries or regions where care works. That means they can respond immediately to emergencies and stay long after the TV cameras leave. You are there when you give care. Please get your donations in. Add some additional facts if you want. Don't add additional facts. That's completely up to you. But this is a great cause, and we want to see some of your donations. Please. Thank you.
Awesome. Also, I got the funny thing where I get hooked on that. There's an invisible wall there. I got hooked on it, and so I use the laser to push me through. I recently discovered that is an option you can do, because when I was doing my when I did a run last week, I almost lost my PB to that, because I was like, why is this not working? And then I spent some time, like, you know, working on that level, and I realized, oh, just use a laser if that happens. But yeah, here's some decent lore that we kind of never got into. These are the scientists. If you remember chip production, the level that we quite literally just skipped the entire, like, level, the scientists get introduced here, and so that's why the scientists recognize our voice. It's because in that level we talk to them saying, oh, we can save you, we're humans, you can tell we're humans, we have human voices, right? And so that's how the scientists recognize us here.
I mean, what if it's intercepted?
Intercepted? It won't be intercepted. You are such a worrier. All right, G-Force man, get ready.
All right.
Game is so fun.
Awesome. So here we're gonna do a kind of like a death abuse. Yep, there we go. If we activate that switch as we die, there's a cutscene that would normally play here, but it won't play since we overrode it with the death animation, and so we do that just to get to this area, because there are satellites that will block that area we just activated. So that saves a decent bit of time. So yep. Now we're here. This is my least favorite room, because there's a coffee machine that is in close proximity to this thing that we have to close this door to remove this satellite. So sometimes this coffee machine will just get in your way. But yeah, nice.
Couldn't do this without you.
So yep, now we're into this area. This area is very much a, we need a key card, and there's a key card over there. Surely nothing bad happens. Hopefully. Surely. So here we just kill these enemies, just open this door. Surprised the flamethrower did not kill them that quickly. It's fine. This door opens, and then surely nothing happens trying to grab this key card.
It's not.
Oh. Well.
No! Who could have predicted this?
It's okay. Thankfully, we can do a really quick thing here. And it's called movement. We can do a really cool movement thing here. To kind of skip this whole...
We can do a fast thing. It's called movement. You're not wrong. Like, absolutely the opposite of wrong there, but that was really entertaining. Thank you for sharing that.
Yep. Also, that key card, we actually don't need it. We can just go here. We just activate this elevator. And it's not loaded technically, and so what we do to load it is just go up to this door and then load the elevator, and then that's the end of the level.
Yeah, first you tell me there's a key card, then nothing will go wrong, then everything goes wrong, then we don't need the key card. There's a lot of whiplash right now.
Alright. Sadly, we skipped that cutscene. That is one of my favorite cutscenes because it's so well made. Basically, it loads the one of the satellites, and the satellites has like this massive laser beam that just destroys every other satellite, and so it shows the perspective of like some humans just watching quote unquote asteroids falling from the sky, and so it's a very well made cutscene, and I'm so sad we skip it in this run. Alright, here we're going to be doing a glitch, if the game will just allow me to do it, hopefully. I died while doing that. I don't know if it's going to work still. Okay, interesting. Okay, I've never died in that cutscene, so it's alright. We can still do it one more time. We need to have 3 of those power cores. Alright. Here, we can grab this one. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna fall on top of the vacuum. Okay. So many things are going on. Okay, there we go. That's the backup strat.
Hectic, but we're still in there. We got this.
You know, we eventually got there. That's what matters. All right. Hopefully, I don't know how messed up that death messed up this area. Again, I've never seen that before, so let's see if it'll allow me to duplicate it. Yeah, I know. So many things. This one's a weird one because I have to like walk a certain point. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There's the like quote-unquote duplication. It was a really weird setup with the death and then whatever happened afterwards. But we got through the level. That was our. We're now entering the second to last level, but our last level as Darwin. So this final level has the plot twist that we've been waiting for. We're about to find out who Yanshu is.
Oh my goodness, who could it
You guys see
be?
the size of this dish? A lot bigger than I
I have
thought.
no idea.
So yeah, we are now at the main satellite that controls everything. So we just gotta completely shut it down. And so there are a lot of steps to this process. And so first things first, before we do anything, we just gotta kill these CD players because once we leave this area, what will end up happening is it will block this door after we come back from this area. And so just having those guys out of the way first is better because there are going to be other enemies that spawn. Whole complex thing. Just in summary, CD players need to be dead before we go into this room. Alright, we gotta take out the power cores there to lower that satellite so we can get on top of it. And so now here, we're gonna be going to the opposite side. Wow. Okay, that has happened before. That has happened to me before. I am at low health. Please don't kill me. Okay. Awesome. There we go.
Time to step in for just a second.
Yeah, you got like a minute before we go into the final thing. There we go.
Awesome. I will be very quick. I just want to remind everybody that we have 2 incentives open really quick. We have Select Where We Start, which is for the cross-stitching showcase. No Wrong Way. Currently, Bright Pink is in the lead with $20, followed by Dark Blue and Black tied with $10. So you could easily change that up if you would like. And we also have 55 of $200 on our randomized bosses showcase for Time Spinner, which is going to be later on tonight. So get your donations in. Let's hit that $200.
Yes.
Please do. And I know we're memeing a lot about what you can put in the donations, but like, really, this is an incredible cause. Z shared those stats earlier, and they're just phenomenal with how much of your donation goes towards making as much impact as possible locally in these areas that could really, really use it. So definitely, like, you know, send in fun stuff with your donation if you'd like, but if you have $5 lying around, you don't have to worry about fun comments, you don't have to worry about putting your name. Just helping out this wonderful cause would be incredible. So consider it. It's really special, and we'd love to see your support coming through.
Exactly. Alright, so we got into this area really early to destroy those 2 pylons that power it. What we're going to do now is we're going to kill these irons because, like I mentioned in the FBI segment, those irons have basically just aimbot. They just completely just shoot you midair. I don't want to deal with that, and so we basically have to shoot that pylon midair. It's a really hard shot, and so I should be getting it soon. Ooh. There we go. Nice. Awesome. And so that is the end of that. We're done playing as Darwin. We still have one more level left. We're going to be skipping the cutscene that has the plot twist. I'll explain it once we get into the level. But basically, Yanshu has ran out of everything, and so he's going to pull every stop that he can. And so we're going to be going into this thing called Cluster Storm, which is a massive mechanical thing that is full of appliances throughout the game. And so it's a very chaotic mess that we have to deal with. And so now we have to stop it. And so the plot twist of this game is that if we remember Speckles, who was helping us at the beginning of the game, everything he was doing to help us was actually against us. Speckles is Yanshu. And so now we have to stop Yanshu. So Yanshu...
Heck of a plot twist.
Yeah. So Yanshu actually is, like, in the grand scheme of things, if you like take a look at Cluster Storm, is currently above us. And so we have to put in these power cores to completely deactivate Cluster Storm. So here, after every single one, he's going to spawn in some of these explosives, so we just got to kill them. We only have 3 hits of the explosives before we die. If we do die, we have to redo this entire thing, which not ideal, especially at the end of the run. All right. And I will say time will be coming up after I put in this 4th one. So we're currently on the 3rd one, so we still got a bit of time. Also, forgot to mention it earlier, but the music in this game is just incredible. As a musician, it's very much amazing music. All right, time is coming up in 3, 2, 1, and time.
GG!
All right. Yeah, so that was GeForce. I am so happy that I was able to showcase this for Super Showcase. Again, most of y'all probably have not heard of GeForce, and so this is probably your first exposure to the game. And I hope that I have enriched you with GeForce. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a quick shout out. Here's this final cutscene while I do my shout outs. You can find me on twitch.tv/ad129sr. I try to stream as much as I can. Not right now. I'm currently in the process of moving to college. I move out in 2 days, so yeah. But once I'm settled at college, I'm gonna be doing more runs.
Speckles did it to himself.
If you want to watch GeForce Any% again, I actually have a run for Flame Fatales this year on Sunday, September 7th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I have Any% as the main category. However, I do have incentives where I can run on Special Agent, which is the hardest difficulty in the game. So definitely something to look forward to. And then also, here's Speckles. He's alive. That didn't kill him. And then yeah, I have a Blue Sky, I have a Twitter, all sorts. But yeah, Char, do you want to do your shoutouts?
Oh, you out again. How many hours do you have on Steam on this game?
Oh yes, that's a good point. I have 3,000 hours in this game,
which is incredible. And how many copies of this game do you own?
Not many, I think. You know, I don't have that many. You know, not that many versions.
I just needed people to see this because I saw this the other day and it's incredible. Otherwise, just thanks for having me. This is a ton of fun. I would never have watched this movie otherwise either, and that was a beautiful hour and a half of my life. So thank you so much. I'm really glad to be here.
That was
and
an incredible
for hosting.
run. Oh, thank you. That was so incredible. Great job. Those tricks were absolutely wild. Thank you so much for that run, and I am so excited to see the rest of this event, which we're going to be going into. So please stick around. We've got so much more. Type !schedule in chat if you want to know what is coming up. All right, I took some time to chill down from that intense run, and I have to say that it has been wonderful hosting for this event. And before I go, you know what? I've got one more donation for you. I have $5 from Perk, who says, G-rate, G-ob on the GeForce run. Let's have a great weekend. And that goes towards the randomized bosses incentive, putting us at 60 out of 200. Thank you so much, Perk, for that donation. Y'all, it's time for me to leave you. I'm so sorry. But it's okay. You're going to be in the wonderful, the fabulous, the incredible hands of Princess Shortcake. So please stick around. We've got our next showcase coming up for you. Get your donations in for the No Wrong Left thread selection incentive, and we will be back shortly with that showcase. Take care, everyone.